opportunity to run his own program in the SEC. We'll see if Will Stein can get the Kentucky Wildcats back on top as contenders in the South. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Patterson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Kentucky's offense will have the football first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind? When you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Running inside, it's Baxter. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. Wants to throw again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
There's some room. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
And that's a really good play by this cornerback. I mean, you usually keep inside leverage. You don't want to give up anything easy over the middle. Nice job playing the out route, getting his hand on the football, and making the deflection.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Russell. Complete. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. A design run for the quarterback. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You talk about setting a tone. Going for that in your own territory early in the game? Oof.
Well, let's decide, gutsy or crazy?
Both?
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They want to run it left here, and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Keelan Russell. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt. field. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And now on second down for this offense. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He gave his receiver a chance, and it pays off. What a tremendous grab. The Wildcats want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
It's going to be really interesting to watch Kentucky this year offensively, and I think running the ball is going to be critical. Will Stein now the new head coach, and he brings in C.J. Baxter, a running back from Texas, David, a guy that was so highly recruited coming out of high school, had some injury issues early on during his time at Texas, but he has tremendous upside, and if he can stay healthy, this running game, I think, can take off.
Take off, game-breaking. They fortify the offensive line in the transfer portal. They've got to get back to that physical ground game, and you're right about Baxter. This guy was all-world, everything recruit. Lightning in a bottle, can make those big plays. Look forward to watching this Kentucky offense hopefully get a bounce back.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Throwing Russell. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They go play action with Russell. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. Dropping back, it's Russell. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2. Fires one high and deep. They went for it all on 1st down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but That thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. The run to the left. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Might as well stick with him. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up a 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Russell. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. It's complete to the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And maybe that's exactly what this offense needed, man. They needed a big play, some kind of momentum to go their way. Offense really hadn't shown up in this football game yet. That gets them going. Maybe the QB gets a little juice. Maybe this is what that offense needed to get rolling.
Could be an alley. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Keelan Russell sends it downfield. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI, and as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that is exactly the execution you want from your zone defense, man. Zone defense means eyes on the quarterback. As soon as he throws the football, eye break. Nice job breaking on the football, being physical, not allowing him to make that catch over the middle of the field.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads it left. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right. And then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Sends it back in motion. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running to Green. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing Russell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. And they got it.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Russell. It's complete to the left. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the back over the middle. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Wants to throw it again. Got his man down the middle. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Gets away. There he goes. Great awareness, picks up the first down and slides at the exact right moment.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Kentucky! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get.
There he goes to the left. Bulldozes his way through. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. 1 play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. Ready, go! We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with the San Jose State Spartans taking on the number 13 team, the USC Trojans. And it's San Jose State looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game at Kroger Field. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I did speak with the Alabama head coach at halftime. One of the things he said, he is really pleased with how they have started the first half in this tough conference opener. As you know, the SEC is a gauntlet, but he thinks his team set the tone. He said that was a great start, but we can be even better. They cannot take their foot off the gas here to start the third quarter.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Gives it on the option. The Tide will get the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keelan Russell rushes on him, and it's a sack.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. The give on the option. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell grabs it in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throwing Russell. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Under fire. He's got it. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off the play fake. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. Finding some room. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive. Good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Russell. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. To the air, it's Russell. He slings it deep to the left. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Line getting set on second down. Baxter again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. All even here in the 3rd quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Barnes. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
Here we go, ready. Wide, 53, go, go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Alabama pushing the tempo. Keelan Russell. Under fire. Finds his back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
The give to the back. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field fellow? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Throwing Russell. Throws it deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Wildcat sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead.
Right down the gut of the field. He's at the touchdown, Wildcats. Rolled into the end zone in this. Russell throws to the tight end and wings it incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter. You're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And you got to expect this offense to.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Russell will throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll go to the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They go right back to him. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keelan Russell. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. The sure hands, it's Rodgers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Wildcats. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he added the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Russell. Bears the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Quarterback making checks. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the 4th quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to...
And here's the third interception of the night. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football.
Breaks into the open.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College.
Tell that nigga to get off my broadcast. On a fucking field goal, bro. God damn.